Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're going to take a look at another beer from Prairie Artisan Ales, and this is Merica, or I should say Merica. This is their one malt, one hop, one Merica beer. By that they mean they're using floor malted Pilsner and Nelson Sauvin hops with their proprietary Prairie Farmhouse blend of yeast, bacteria, whatever. I know they're using Brett, so they're calling this American Farmhouse Ale, even though it is using a New Zealand hop. I got it poured out. It looks very hazy, kind of like lemon juice almost. It's got that really bright white head on there, lots of carbonations, nice straight kind of yellow looking beer. You can tell it's Pilsner malt, very light colored. Can't see through it, it's really hazy. So definitely an unfiltered beer. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, there's a lot of funk, and you're definitely picking up some hops. Wow, it's really tropical. I think they're using the Brett because I'm getting a lot of like mango, pineapple that I kind of associate with that yeast. But then you're going on top of that Nelson character that's adding even more like pineapple, mango notes. It's a big tropical beer. Get a little bit of the danker side of Nelson, some of that sort of resinous character in there, some of that floral kind of white grape note in there. Yeah, a little bit of the malt coming through. You get a little bit of that sweeter Pilsner grain character. But yeah, big floral, tropical, funky smelling beer. There's a little bit of that more barnyard, wet hay funkiness too in the aroma. So smells great. Let's dig in. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's very nice, very light, very refreshing type of beer. Very dry finish, although there is some sweetness to it. And I forgot to give you guys ABV on it. It's 7.5%. So on the little bit of higher end for farmhouse style ale. But it works well because it can support that hop character they put into it. There's a little bit of bitterness from the hops. So initially it hit with a good amount of carbonation. It's not too stinging though, but you can tell it's highly carbonated beer. You get the sweetness of those tropical characters that are first and foremost. That pineapple is the one that really sticks out to me, with slight bit of like a fleshy mango, and then you get a little bit of the sweet Pilsner malt character, and then midway through is when the dryness of the beer takes over. You get a ton of Brett character, a lot of that funky barnhouse character. I mean, it's got that wet horse blanket note to it, that wet hay, that kind of character, and then it finishes very dry, and you get a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of like the danker character of Nelson on the back end. I don't think they ferment this in barrels, so I'm guessing that you get a little bit of like a wine character. It's probably coming from the Nelson hops. Yeah, they don't mention anything about being in barrels, so I'm wondering if it's just a stainless fermented beer. Probably has a couple different strains of Brettanomyces in it. It's an extremely dry beer though on the finish, which is great for the warmer months. This is a beer 7.5%, scary drinkable. Can't smell or taste any of the alcohol, so it kind of has a sense of like a really well done IPA, where it's like it's a sessionable type of beer, but it shouldn't be with the alcohol it's at. So the more I drink, the more I pick up a little bit of that more medicinal, funky character that Brett can have. Not a big fan of that, but it's not overly present in the beer, just a minor little note to it. It's got a decent complexity in terms of the strains of Brett that I'm apparently picking out. I'm not entirely sure. It's got a little bit of a slight tartness to it as well, probably coming from Brettanomyces as well. A touch of spiciness in there as well. I'm not sure what their combination of yeasts are, but it produces a very, very funky, fruity beer, and the Nelson hops just help amplify that yeast character with the character they have in the beer. So I'm really enjoying this one. It'd be cool to see it done in wine barrels, maybe add a little lactobacillus to it as well. And the other thing I noticed is Prairie currently is doing these 500 milliliter bottles these days instead of cork and cage, which I did with the Funky Galaxy. So, not sure what the deal is with these, if they can hold the pressure of these highly carbonated beers, but you know, definitely check this one out. I'm gonna go A-. Really enjoy this one. It's a cool beer. I love the fact that breweries are making these beers, and Prairie's one of them. Hill Farms is the other. Crooked Stave, Santa Darius. There's probably a few other breweries I'm forgetting out there making these funky farmhouse beers, and it's probably my favorite style these days. I mean, it's surpassing some of my other favorite beers. Really love them, want to brew them. So recommend Prairie's Merica. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.